Welcome to the Boss Audits and Investigations. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Scientology Chronicles. Today, we're going to talk about a missing person, Miss Marina JanKousky, that was reported missing back in 1963. So let's jump right in. On February 25th, I reviewed the records of investigation made by a Lieutenant Chenault of the District of Columbia Police Department Special Investigation Branch concerning his investigation of the Scientology operation. His records supplied the following information, which may be of benefit to our current investigation. The Chicago Police Department requested in March of 1956 an investigation of a Mr. Herschel Angel and a Mrs. Jeanette Angel. This is believed to be Mr. H.R. Angel, about whom we have additional information. A police check was made by Chicago District. However, the name Mr. Herschel may have been an alias used by Mr. H.R. Angel. The investigation indicated that Mr. Angel was an ordained minister of the founding Church of Scientology in 1954. Dr. William Helms Young was also investigated due to his connection with the Scientology organization. Mr. Young was apparently a minister of the Church of American Science, related to the founding Church of Scientology. During the interview with Mr. Young, he stated that the religion practiced at the organization was a Christian religion and that it used a Christian Bible. William Young has a police record, and he was convicted of a violation of the Healing Arts Act of Washington, D.C. on August 8, 1944. Dr. Young was said to be known as a local psychology practitioner who resided at 12th Street Northwest. Dr. Young was born November 21st, 1906 in Hampton, New Jersey. I did not obtain the police record at this time. The investigation made by Lieutenant Chenault also indicated that a Dr. L. H. Hubbard Sr., believed to be a typographical error, formerly practiced psychiatry in Los Angeles and had written several papers of psychosomatic subjects. Dr. Hubbard is said to have lost his practitioner's license in California. A letter from Chief of Police Joseph Canrella of the Stamford, Connecticut Police Department, dated November 22nd, 1955, indicates that they had received some complaints concerning this organization. The investigation included a check with a Washington Federation of Churches, which is an organization that maintains a directory of all religious denominations. This check was made during 1955 or 1956. The Washington Federation of Churches had no record of and did not know of the founding Church of Scientology or the Church of American Science at that time. Also obtained at that time of this review of the files of the police department was information concerning an individual who was reported to have been missing on December 30th of 1962. A Mr. Vladimir JanKousky of 4th Street, Washington, D.C., reported to the police department that his niece, Miss Marina JanKousky, was missing. He stated that he believed that Marina was somehow connected with Scientology and that her brother, John Ivan JanKousky of 19th Street, was a Scientologist practitioner. Mr. JanKousky is employed at the Library of Congress. Mr. JanKousky was said to be rather vehement against the activities of the founding Church of Scientology. I spoke with Captain Jefferson of the DC Narcotics Squad concerning Mr. JanKousky, and it was indicated that he was an elderly gentleman who apparently is having some mental problems. Captain Jefferson checked with the Library of Congress, and it was determined that Mr. JanKousky, although employed there at the present time, will probably not be so employed in the near future. The Library of Congress is apparently acting upon an official discharge of the individual. He may, however, be able to supply information that would be of benefit in our investigation. I plan no further follow-up at this time unless additional information is desired by Division of Regulatory Management from information supplied here. George Tilrow. Well, we have a missing person. Sounds like her uncle was a very elderly person, and I haven't been able to locate this person, Marina JanKousky. I have not been able to find anything about her online. If anyone happens to do a little bit of research and does happen to find information on Marina JanKousky, I would greatly appreciate it if you would put it in the comments, please, in the comment section, and tell me what you think about this. I mean, her brother gets her, into Scientology, and she goes missing. Of course, it could be that she disconnected from her uncle because he wasn't into Scientology. Of course, this is all speculation. And the other thing that comes to mind is the fact that they moved her to somewhere else. I mean, we know Scientology is notorious for getting people out of town and moving them all over the world, not just to another state. Sometimes it's to a completely different country. So I find that a little interesting. But if anyone has any idea about Marina JanKousky, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And no more kids in Scientology. Kids can't consent. Don't forget to spread love and kindness wherever you go. And I will see you on the next one.